Yeah, hey everyone, this is Dwayne with Dwayne's Diagnostics and Mobile Auto Repair, and I'm on another mobile job today, working on this 2017 Chevy Malibu, and actually, for anyone who might have saw my video yesterday, I actually just finished working on that Mustang that I was working on that had the leak, and got that leak fixed, put some new O-rings on the lines, and got that thing blowing cold. That's why I got my gauges and vacuum pump and stuff laying out here. But this thing also has an AC problem. The AC is not working. The clutch is not engaging at all. And I was out here looking at it a few days ago, and I checked it with my leak detector and with soapy water, and I couldn't find a leak anywhere. And so I ended up having to buy these brand new 1234 YF gauges, because that's the kind of freon this car takes. So I got these new gauges so that I could hook up to this car, and I actually had to swap the yellow hose from my R134A gauges, because the yellow hose that these gauges come with doesn't allow you to hook up an R34 134A type of can. So I had to swap the hoses to be able to give it a little shot of freon. But you can see the gauges are reading 0. This thing, that's why when I was checking it the other day, I couldn't detect any type of leak, because it basically had zero bit of freon in it for my leak detector to even detect a leak. So I'm gonna turn my leak detector on here, and it makes this kind of annoying beep noise, but that's just how it works. So it makes that noise, but then when it detects some freon, it'll start beeping faster, and it'll light up the little LED lights. So I'm gonna put a little shot here of R134A in here. See, we got a little bit there. And I'll check it here at this valve. I don't know if any of it, the freon, will actually even make its way to this valve, because it's leaking out somewhere else. Yeah, it's not even sensing anything. To give it a little bit more. There it goes. When I depress that valve, hear it beeping, all the LEDs going off. So I'll okay, there, it reset itself. So I've actually already been over the whole car. So it's still detecting it at that valve. So maybe that valve is also leaking. But as soon as I go in here, it's going off. So I believe it has a leaking evaporator. I believe. It was kind of going off here just a second ago. That might have been a fluke though. So I'll give it another little shot. So now it's not detecting anything there. That's interesting. It is kind of hitting now on some stuff outside. I know what I'm going to do is just leave it in here. Leave it hanging right there. And then I'll give it another shot and see if it goes off. So that should have, I would think that much should have detected a leak. Put it up here. Let me maybe close the door here, see what it does. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought it was the evaporator for sure, because it hit in here immediately the very first time I opened the door. But it's not it's not really detecting anything now. Maybe that's not where the leak is at. Seems to be detecting something right here for some reason. So maybe it's the condenser. I might have to pause this to actually find it. I thought for sure it was the evaporator earlier. Yeah, so I guess I was wrong. That might have been some kind of false detection here. I'm not sure. It's not hitting there all the time, but give it a little more here. It's actually hitting right down here. Which is where the compressor is at. I'm basically at the front of the compressor. I can't really show that. But, so I think probably maybe the seal on the compressor is leaking. Give it another shot here. Yeah, so it looks like it's actually the compressor and not the evaporator. See what we get in here. Yeah, nothing that time. So I think it is this compressor. Yeah, it looks like it's that compressor. So sorry, I know that's that beep noise is annoying, and this was probably a not a very interesting video, but I figured I'd do a video on this and just post one on this little job. I actually thought it was the evaporator for sure, because it started hitting the first time I opened this door and stuck the leak detector in there, but I think that was maybe a false detection, because this thing will actually hit on different things. It'll actually hit on my cigarette smoke, or it'll hit on a brake cleaner. It's pretty sensitive to a lot of stuff, but that's what it seems like, is the compressor is leaking. But yeah, that's probably all I got for this one, so I will talk to you on the next one. Yeah, so I actually wasn't 100% convinced that this leak is just coming out of the compressor. So I've been looking at it a bunch more, and I seem to be getting hits with the leak detector around the condenser also, but up above, kind of above the compressor, all above the compressor. But I can't show you can't show you, but I was using these yellow glasses with this little blacklight. This little blacklight flashlight, so you can detect UV dye leaks with those glasses and a black light like that. And I got up here, and the only place I actually found leaks is on the compressor, and there's really not a whole lot of it, but it's all on the compressor, on this bracket right here, all up along all over this bracket, and around the back of the compressor, and around a couple of the bolts, and kind of where the compressor is joined together at a couple different joints. There's a UV dye there, and some on the front, but not really a whole lot. But yeah, that convinces me that this compressor is leaking. Otherwise, there wouldn't be shouldn't be UV dye on it. So and I would say I'm not sure that's the only leak, because it's hitting all over up here, but that's the only place where I found dye coming out of. And actually there's a ring on the front of the compressor that's all chewed up and disintegrating, some kind of rubber ring. I don't know if that's actually part of a seal or not, but it looks like it definitely needs a compressor anyway, because of that ring being all chewed up or disintegrated or melted or whatever it is, deteriorated. But yeah, I figured I'd just add that little bit to the video, because I actually wasn't sure, convinced that compressor was bad, but it is. But I don't know. I was getting hits around the condenser too, so, but I don't see any dye on the condenser. So I would have to call this one as a compressor for sure. But I just figured I'd add that to the video. So that's probably all I got on this one. I'm getting ready to go home. But yep, I'll talk to you on the next one.